Hey folks, Mike and McGee here. It's a cool morning. I can see my breath. It's like in the 40s. Not supposed to get too hot today, even though it looks like the sun's gonna shine. We're out of meat. It's hard to believe how much working boys will eat. Little boys that sit around and tinker around on stuff they might not eat much, but I guarantee you got boys that milk cows, plant gardens, and are very active. They will eat you out of house and home. We're gonna kill a pig today and we're going to scald it. Now, it's too big to fit in this cauldron, so what we're gonna have to do is take the water and pour it out. And I know some of you are gonna say, Mr. McGee, get yourself a block and tackle and a bigger pot. I plan to someday. I don't have time right now for that. I'm gonna be getting this thing going. You can see the fire's already licking up around the sides. If I was dipping it in, I would want about 147 degrees. Taking the water out is going to cool it, so I'm gonna probably get it up a little bit hotter than that before I start working on it. I'm gonna go get the pig now, and we're gonna get to work. We're gonna weigh this booger. I'm guessing that she weighs 320 to 350, somewhere in there. I could be wrong. That's kind of a wide, broad weight. Let's say 330. I'm gonna guess 330. All I'm gonna do is cut this orange one, and it's gonna put all her weight on the scales, and hopefully she don't break this thing loose. Here we go. Oh, she's heavy. She's all on the scales. I'm surprised, 235 pounds. I was 100 pounds off. That shows you what kind of an eye I've got. Maybe it's all that hair on her, I don't know. She looks huge. I believe our water's getting pretty hot. I need to check it, see what temperature it is, and we need to get her laid down and start scraping her. All right, we're gonna take the temperature on this water. Caleb, my boy there, he kind of took advantage of the situation, started roasting some marshmallows. I told you they eat a lot. That ain't no problem, I like them to eat. We got about 141 degrees, so I'm gonna throw some more wood on here and see if we can't get it built up to about 150, 160. About 165 is what we're on right now. I'm gonna do a test. Oh no! Oh, she just gave a little turd on my table, and we'll deal with that. And anyway, I'll get in the way of that turd. So anyway, we're gonna test out the water now at 160 plus and see how that works. Some people say put blankets or towels down over them. We will do that if this don't work. Just gonna try this, see if this don't loosen the hair up a little bit. Definitely ain't coming out yet. I've always been a skinner. I've always skinned them. I've never scraped them till the other day. We did that young little one, and that young one, and boy, it scraped easy. But this one here is too big to put in the pot, so we're gonna just do what we can here. And I'll be the first one to admit, if this don't work, I am gonna get the knife out and skin it, but I don't want to. Look at that, it's right there. Right there, wait, right there it is. Unbelievable. I got me a can here. Look at that. Just like that, on about the third dip, it came clean. That's what we're talking about. That's the total area that I hit with water right there. Time to move on. See, it's completely tight. You cannot pull it out. We're just gonna keep it going little by little till we get there. We don't want to put too much on and cook it. When it gets there, it seems like it's there all at once. That got it back here. As we move up, it gets tighter. The belly's done. At least back here it is. Up here we need a little more. It's not hard to tell where you need to pour more water. Shoulder is done. Right here is a little tight. Obviously when you dunk them, you're getting complete covers, and that's the best way. But this right here seems like it's gonna work. Some people say pressure wash it. I've got a pressure washer, but some people that I know had a problem when they pressure washed it, had some problems with it causing blood to come to the top of the surface. So I'm gonna try this route. I have to say it's going good. Anybody need some curly hair? We got it. All right, we used all the water we had in the cauldron, and so we've had to put cold water in it, fill it back up. We got the fire rolling. We're just gonna continue scraping this hog as soon as the water gets hot. I'm thinking that towels or blankets over the hog would help from wasting as much water. Maybe you wouldn't have to reheat. I don't know. I'm new at this, but I know one thing. It's scraping down and it's turning out pretty good. So let's just keep going. While we're waiting for the water to heat up, we're gonna try this little torch here and see if that would work. All right, come over here. Come right here. I believe it works. All right, I believe the water's hot enough. It's over 160. We're gonna start again. I kind of believe if you let the water boil and poured it on, you would probably be okay, and you might use less water at that. All right, we got it scraped pretty much. Now we're just gonna go over it and get these small hairs singed off and just kind of clean it up. Then we're gonna wash it good. All right, now we gotta wash it, get it kind of cleaned off, and we might have to hit it again. All right, I've singed it twice, washed it once in between there. I'm gonna go ahead and use some soap, and I'm gonna use my wife's scratcher Don't nobody tell her, and if she finds it out, I'll buy her a new one, but I just figured I'd go over this baby with some soap like this and lather that baby up and scrub her down. A good old deep cleansing scrub ought to do the trick. Dishwashing liquid. All right, we're cleaning up these hams. Drop down there and give me a big old thumb up if you like clean hams. Well, we rolled it over. The other side, you can see a clear difference. So we're gonna just go ahead and singe it, get it washed up good, and then we'll be about ready to hang this booger up. Pour it right in. There you go. One thing that I don't want to do, I don't want to give you the false impression this was just super easy, because it wasn't. It was a good deal of work, but it was still worth it. All right, we got this baby done. As far as being scraped and cleaned really good, I wasn't able to get right around the feet yet, and I may do that later if I want to fool with them at all. So at this point, the temperature's warming up. A few flies are starting to buzz around. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut this thing up, I'm gonna get it on ice, and we'll deal with it in the morning. So that's all we've got for you today. We hope you enjoyed this. Maybe you learned something. Maybe you enjoyed watching me struggle. Whatever the case may be, we appreciate you. We'll see you on the next video.